How frequently should you be swapping out your TikTok ads? Or how long does it take for a TikTok ad to run its full course? Today, we're gonna take a look at it. My name is Jacob Marks and I'm a digital marketer and entrepreneur. I have experience in running ads on all types of platforms. I've been in marketing for 6-7 years now, and I have quite a bit of experience in this platform. I've spent over $1 million on it, and I can tell you that it is not quite what it used to be. It is changing and evolving very quickly. The more people that are starting it on the platform now, more people are getting ad spend on there, and they are starting to, there's a lot more competition and you're not able to get as big a bang for your buck as you used to. So like, let's track back. Ads on TikTok have been around for about a year. So TikTok is just this is a new platform. I mean, this thing has exploded over like the last 2 years, especially through the entire pandemic. Seems like that's the first time it actually caught my eye. I always just thought it was, you know, for like kids. I have my own TikTok now that I put videos out on for fun, you know. It is a useful tool though, and I mean, at one point, when we first got signed on with TikTok back in January, I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, I think it was like the last week of January, probably early February when I started running, testing the platform a little bit. Yeah, set up some basic landing pages, and the content that I put on there, I'm trying to think of what it originally was. I think it was something more personal, like a photo of me coming and doing something, popping out, very in-person kind of feel on there. Not really too trendy, but just kind of like a basic video. And we brought in, the cost per lead originally when we had started was extremely low. I mean, it was like 50% lower than any other platform. So we went through, and I mean, we blew through and spent a ton of money on TikTok at the time because it was just, it was great. It was amazing what it was doing. Now, what I quickly realized was, at least after, it seems like there was like a huge shift in the platform somewhere around May, where the cost just really started going up. Like, we didn't change content. I don't know if my audience was starting to feel a little bit of ad fatigue. That could be possible. We did take a break, and it seemed like when we came back, we kind of got a spike. But the platform, the ad cost, just from January down to May has changed a ton. It's still very valuable. I still use it today, but you run into a problem of the actual ads that you're running on there. They don't last that long. The creatives are very, I do have some that have performed well over time, and those ones I kind of ease people into, and I just do those on my retargets, and I usually put a cost cap on them if they're in an ad set that I'm trying to run something new in. But when I launch a new piece of content now, I know pretty much probably within like 4 hours or not, if it's gonna perform well. I have had some pieces of creatives that I have put on there that have absolutely, you know, smashed it within like the first day or two and then completely fell off after that. And I've had other ones that have kind of eased in and like are a lot like a long like flow of return comes off of it, if that makes sense. So, and it all comes down to, I think that like the amount of attention that you're trying to capture and like what you're putting in with that ad in the first couple of seconds, that's what you're gonna get your return off of. So there's two different styles of creatives that you can make. One that is gonna be a little bit more slower paced and longer. So I found that my pieces of creatives that I make that are about the full 60 seconds, where, you know, it's usually like a video montage that I'm speaking over, a little bit more high quality, will perform better over the long run. So let me get this straight. Gas prices are going up, food prices are going up, home prices are going up, and your electric bill is going down? Okay, we all know that's not true. Your electric bill is going up, and it is going to keep going up as inflation increases, just like it always has. And then the ones that I put together really quickly that are usually like snappy, quick messages, quick call to actions, those ones have a lifespan of about like 3 days. Homeowners are ditching their high electric bills and doing this instead. New solar technology paired with home energy conservation makes your electric bills drop to almost nothing. Check out how this bill went from over $200 all the way down to $43. Click the link in the description and let us show you how much money you can save by going solar. So what is the perfect way to do it? Honestly, it's just being able to swap the content out as quickly as possible. You gotta be able to like dig in and be really creative. If you don't have a content creator on your team or someone who's at least has some type of marketing experience, your ads are probably gonna flop. And if you're not doing your cost cap properly and you're just doing a lowest cost, it's gonna blow through your creative and you're not gonna get your return off of it. So that's one thing that I've noticed is like, I can have one creative that will perform very high for 2 straight days. And then we'll immediately just spend the entire budget for the following 3 days and not perform anything. I've had other ones where I've done it where it's, you know, an easy, it'll not really bring in too much at front, it'll kind of spend the budget, and then all of a sudden they'll start flowing in after. So what I always do is I run a cost cap. I recommend running a cost cap or a bid cap on your ads, exactly what you want to spend. So that way you just know that you're not going to be able to go over, and then it all comes down to just the creative. Like you could get down to targeting and your lookalike audiences, and you could really expand on your audience and try and niche down to that. But like if you have a good creative, it really doesn't matter. Like TikTok will run with it. They will find your customer if you have a good creative. So what I would recommend is setting your cost cap wherever it's going to be at. So like let's say you want to spend $25 for a prospect or for a click or for a landing page view. Let's just use $20 for example. You want to set your cost cap for that and then start launching your creatives. And if you don't get something after launching like 4 creatives and you're still not getting any traction on it, then you're definitely gonna have to start raising your cost cap, or you're gonna just have to make better creatives. The stuff that works the best for me is don't put any text on the screen. Anytime I've put text on the screen, it doesn't seem to work as well as when I don't do text. The trendy stuff works here and there, but definitely just change up the screen a lot. Like constantly be sliding through different photos, videos, talking over it, hitting those you know, those pressure points, really trying to grab their attention within the first couple of seconds. You know, they say humans' attention span is like 7 seconds. So if you've made it this far in this video, congratulations, you have a good attention span. But 7 seconds on TikTok, I would say you cut it in half. It's probably like 3.5 seconds, so you gotta be able to pull them in that quick. So I've jumped in costumes, I've done quite a bit of different stuff. I've jumped out of attics, insulation, and those all work, but you do have to have your message come across very well on top of also, you know, playing your videos on it. So for example, let's take a look at this ad right here. Now this one did a lot of things well. It catches your attention at first. It's funny, so they're gonna watch it, but it doesn't clearly display my message that well. This one did bring in some leads. This was like a 1-dayer. Like this thing lasted for about a day and then it was horrible after that. That's literally all it was. So, and that's because it didn't have a good message. It was kind of just clickbaity. Once TikTok kind of realized that, it stopped promoting it. And then because it was so short, it also, the impression rate was so much higher that the cost started going up. So if I had to make one recommendation, I would say run the entire 60 seconds of your ad. Make it all 60 seconds. Get the good stuff up front, get it out there, let them see it. If they're enticed, they're probably gonna click within like 7 to 10 seconds, but you have some that are really gonna listen to your message and they're gonna follow all the way through. So use all 60 seconds or as much as you possibly can. And that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much for you. Hopefully you got some info there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye.